Hello and welcome back to Xenonauts. We are continuing on with the campaign. I've made a realization, which is that our storage is almost full, and we actually have a ton of stuff we can sell, including all these mag weapons, these bio... I'm gonna maybe not sell that bio rifle, because I feel like we don't have the research for that, but all these guys have been capturing. I didn't realize if you capture them, you could sell them for basically twice as much money as their corpse is worth. So there's a ton of money here in stuff to sell. I'm gonna do that, and then we can build stuff. We can actually upgrade the alenium generators, which feels like probably the first thing that we ought to be doing. Hi again, Mona. Come on in. I might put accelerated cannons on the aircraft. I am pretty tempted to rebuild the Mars because it has kind of saved my bacon a few times, and I like the way that it can smash through things. And I wouldn't mind one extra set of Warden armor, just so, or actually probably 2 sets of Warden armor would be really nice, so that everybody at least has it. Not that it seemed to stop that plasma rifle in the last episode. You know what? A more realistic thing would be for me to spend this 250 building more living quarters, because then I could actually have scientists. Will this build at the same time that my lab is building? I'm gonna have to say I hope so. +4 living capacity if connected. Do it. We'll go nuts. Now we're right back to it, baby. We'll keep cruising on through. One thing we did discover recently is that there is regional bonuses if you unlock everything in an area as well. So I'm hoping we can do things like reduce our scientist expenditures. Access levels 240. Oh, wow. Okay, the buildings all also cost a lot, as do the ships. We're going to have a lot of scientists. We have room to build a lot more scientists. So, seeing as that's going to probably be our first thing that builds up, I thought that would be a reasonable one for us to grab. You know, starting experienced all stats, probably not a bad one either early on. Though ideally, we have less people die. We'll see how that goes. Ironically enough, we don't have any coverage on Latin America, so there is a little bit of me that wonders, oh, is it a bad idea to build that up? What happens if the aliens invade there in 10 days? In very soon o'clock. Laser weapons. Easy aiming, low recoil energy damage. Well, remarkable properties of alenium have finally brought handheld laser weapons within our grasp, a prospect that appears to have generated a significant degree of excitement among the rest of our org. Although annoying, the enthusiasm is not misplaced. Research suggests that lasers will substantially outperform ballistic firearms in terms of damage output and are much easier to aim due to projectiles traveling at the speed of light. Laser apparatus in these weapons is relatively simple, differing little from those already commonplace in modern electronics. The challenge has been that of delivering sufficient power for military use. It requires an energy source the size of a truck, rather defeating the point of making them man-portable in the first place. The enormous energy density of alenium virtually eliminates this problem. Though heavier than an equivalent ballistic weapon and requiring more frequent reloads, the lasers can be carried by all but your most feeble soldiers. You are no doubt ignorant as to the finer points of laser physics. Note that these weapons are not heat rays. They do not cut or burn, rather they are beams of coherent light that pulse many hundred times per second, superheating and blasting away the surface of the target with each one. Such weapons have little trouble tearing gaping holes into biological flesh, but are also extremely destructive against harder targets, such as enemy armor and battlefield terrain. But not penetrative. So they do like 35% extra damage. They destroy armor, but they don't penetrate. Oh, cool. Cool. So our shotguns and pistols have armor pin, and this is armor destruction. So we soften them up with long-range lasers, and then we pen through the little bit that's left behind. Aha, and the Elenium is also going to be needed here. Unlimited quantity. Technology. Where was the... Wow, interesting that the mag weapons that we have are not listed here as different. Oh yeah, 2 armor destruction versus 8 and an extra 35%. Unfortunately, they all cost 50,000. Laser rifle, precision laser. The laser machine gun, I think, is probably going to be pretty crucial. Heavy lasers. Deployment of larger and powerful laser weapons designed to be mounted on aircraft, vehicles, and base defense batteries. I'm going to go for quantum teleportation right now because I want that monthly funding. And also plot. And I feel like maybe we're ahead of the game. Regardless, that'll be done in 7 days. So if I can figure out how the aliens are getting here before the invasion begins, I feel like perhaps that's a leg up. And you got 2 days of Millennium generators. Yeah. So are they also... Laser machine gun is 45% accuracy. Accelerated machine gun, 45% accuracy. So it says that they are more accurate. But I don't actually seem that to be true. Easy aiming, low recoil energy damage. Yeah, but it doesn't actually translate into a mechanic. Unfortunately. Oh man, we need money. Yay, we got another lab. So now I can have 11 scientists. The only problem being is that scientists cost 125. So they will not be really getting anything done there. And there is a boosted op point here. I'm like, this pays for itself after 100 days. Well, 105 days. Which is not that long, but... There is an elite engineer right now that's isolated too. We've really been spreading ourselves out just because all the elite characters have been isolated, so I've been picking them up really early on. What is this? 50% scientist wages. So on a monthly funding, that's going to be worth currently 120. Currently like 60,000 per month. When I fill up my scientists, it'll be worth, I don't know, probably like 150,000. So is getting a funding supporter the more value in the meantime then, until I have all those scientists? That's a question. All right, our engineering department can at least make us some money. As can the scientists if we don't fill them up. Alien abduction site in the polar of South America. 0 to 30% doomsday reduction. I mean, we're only at 7 right now, but I'll take any damn job at this point. Who do we have available? I don't really want this grenadier going anywhere anymore. 2 riflemen, a sniper, 3 shields? No. Let's give Mac Attack a break. I guess I will take this grenadier, but I'm gonna swap him out to maybe just a rifle. You have very high accuracy, so I'm gonna give you that laser rifle. I don't think you need heavy armor if the shields have it. You guys grab the fancy shotguns. That is, you can take a lot of stuff. Shotgun homies. In fact, I could let you take med kits. So I think I'm going to do that. You're my only assault on this team. Unless I make Venedian an assault. Which I could. Let's do that. Yeah, why the heck not? So, you got assault, you got assault. You're a rifleman with a TU penalty right now. Let's just get rid of your smoke grenade. Yeah, you have 76, 68. Fancy guns. I kind of feel like she should take a stun gun. Oh, I might regret that. You need warden armor. Yeah, so the heavy also doesn't get warden armor. No, I guess you don't need a kit. I'll grab some smoke grenades, though, just for a little tactical deployment. Put me back in. We gotta be a little limited on our choices. All right, your rifles, your heavy gunner, your sniper, you are assault. So, rifle, sniper, gunner. Right? Launch it. Launch it. 6 days to the invasion. Oh, man. All right. So, extracting civilians reduces the doomsday. If they get abducted, it increases the doomsday. So, this is a, like, you gotta move fast mission. Ocean. Alien. What are you? You're a new type of alien. Okay. Noted. What other surprises do we have in store on this map? Oh, footprints. That's cool. I like that. Although they do fade. I was wondering, like, oh, are they gonna just stay there? Hmm. Hmm. You know what, man? You can lock in there. Oh, another one. They look big. I wonder if these are like the equivalent of a muton. And if so, uh-oh. If you go here, 31. Okay, you can take that shot from the ship. Not bad, not bad. Stealth field. Oh, cool. That's cool as hell. You ain't gonna waste no time. Oh no! How did I pass there and not get Overwatch, but that civilian did? Also, for the record, that does not count as being abducted. So I think that civvy is technically still alive. Now I'm really glad I stopped that guy. You're gonna go there. Phew. I ain't in love with that setup. Who else do we have? We have Shield Lady. One rifle, two rifles. All right, I'm gonna move you up to this rock. I do gotta move up, but these guys have like 72 HP, and obviously I'm scared to death of them, so... I think I'm just gonna hunker you. And hunker you, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, cleaners! Oh, my sniper gets picked. Damn, dude. Oh, good. You've panicked. So you have no movement. You're bleeding for 10. Good, 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 good. 0%. That seems kind of low, buddy. That's a hundo. What if you short burst it? 45. Tell you what, you could do one aim shot and then one burst shot. Or you could probably just kill him with that, actually. Might make it complicated. So... a smoke grenade could protect them. Skin it so we can make stealth armor. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I don't entirely love our setup right now. There's another civilian around the side here. So we'll send our shotgun that way. This homie might as well just keep breaching doors. Okay. Risky business. I could go for a flank here with this guy, but I feel like I'm really like letting my flank wide open if I do that. All right, so you're done, but there's nothing else really immediately coming in this way. I could shift the heavy machine gun over here. There's certainly call for it. Yeah. Can't do much right away, but I feel like no matter what I do there, I end up killing that civilian. I could move there and go for... That would allow me to angle anything that kind of comes out of the smoke from full cover. Did the cleaner go inside there? Did he jump through that door? I feel like he did. Let's just set you up on that overwatch. And I am going to make this stupid play. Or at least partially. If that's the case with you, we'll go there as well. So she takes 10 damage. Another cleaner out there. Okay. So 2 stealth guys and 2 cleaners on that side. You take a 53 shotgun shot to the face. Not ideal. You're bleeding. Okay. You're no longer panicked? Oh, you don't have a med kit though. You do. 25. $36. That means she could take a shot and then move. Nice. Let's go, snipers. You probably want to heal yourself. Man, I feel like you're not a bad choice for just rip and tear. I guess I probably should have healed you first though, because now you're suppressed. She's not gonna die. She'll have 5 HP left. That's maybe okay. I also feel like there is still another cleaner here that I have forgotten about, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna move you up here and just let you go. Pressure is on in this place. You telling me that's clean run of that, Civvy? Take it, buddy. Man, I didn't spot anyone else over here, so the real question is there anybody over here? That door is open, which is not a good sign. Now, whether or not whoever opened that door has seen me, probably behind them, whole other question. Assume it was a civvy opening the door? I hope so. I sure hope so. Oh! Just a cleaner, at least. Ooh. Oh! Sick. Shotgun to cleaner off the roof. Alright, well, that's another problem solved. Your problem now is that you don't have a med kit. Nah, you're not gonna bleed out though. Pick a knee. You are gonna bleed out though. To 34 and snipe. Love that for us. I guess you have some cover there. I thought I gave my shotgun guys medkits. Didn't I? I'm like pretty positive I did. Inventory. Aha. Aha. It won't even tell me how much it costs to move it. But all right, at least we know now. Okay, so we have one here, one here. You know what? I'll just pause you on an Overwatch. Yeah, you got a lot of guys in your way if you want to try that. %0 shots. 21s. Could have at least crouched. Okay. I'm just gonna go here, turn 1, do a little Overwatch. The guy on the roof there got plugged. Ooh, okay, so we got another one of these dudes, but he hasn't seen me. .28 movement. 28 to shoot, sorry. My debate right now is, do I do a very sneaky hide? He won't be able to see me either, so... Two down. That should work. I think these guys have that machine gun. You know what? Between like the snipers and everything else, I feel pretty safe about that. So I'll just move him up and get him into a position. That should clot. What am I watching? An absolute massacre. Oh my god. These cleaners are very good shots. You're basically watching XCOM. XCOM, but not. Nice. One shot. Cure your bleed. Now. Where do we think that blue guy went? There he is. Oh, I'm glad we went this way first, because otherwise he would have spotted us. He's probably the last guy. There might be one more in here. So if he goes that way, 35. This box is messing up my shot by 40%. I'll give you a short round burst. So you can keep Overwatch that way. I'm worried if I go to the corner, somehow he'll magically see me. So I literally think I'm just going to wait here and lay a trap for him. I'm missing, what, 3 civilians? 1 here. Two unknown. One in here. One down here. Okay, so we'll send Christy down that way. All these other wounded people I'm like not super keen on bringing in. Just gonna keep you put. See what this alien does. Into the machine gun. Nice. Into the shotgun. Double shotgun Overwatch. Gotta love that. Yeah, I try to talk to the aliens. I mean, maybe it's all a big misunderstanding. It's possible. They might like us. Eliminate all hostile combatants is clicked, so I can now go pretty freewheeling and just like rush. Try and find the last of these points. The hell is he? Oh yeah, no, there's a guy in there for sure. Oh, he must be behind. Or possibly in that tiny room. I like that they at least give you the sound cues for this. That's 9 out of 10. Probably don't have to rescue all of them. Yeah, but don't you like get bonus goodies if you do? I'm not really seeing any reason not to do it, right? Besides, we did release one and it immediately got shot in the back of the skull, so... Still feeling a little guilty out of that one. 10 out of 10, baby. And nobody died, more importantly. You know, you also get, every time you shoot, you get accuracy training. So I'm also assuming, like, every time you move, you must also get, you know, something like strength, reflexes, stuff like that. Wraith corpses. 9 out of 10 locals survived. That's a whoopsie. Alright, Skyhawk, bring it on back. Did you die? No? Who did die? Is there a spot for us to see our casualty list? Nick Blasted died. He was our recent death. Doc Sean and Reichland died much earlier on. And our little Mars guy died as well. Wraith corpse analysis. Okay. Wraiths are extraterrestrial life forms of probably amphibious origin. Deadly opponents on the battlefield, possessing great intelligence, remarkable agility, and excellent vision. The physique is slim and rangy, elongated triple-jointed legs that appear better suited to swimming than running. The head is disproportionately large with well-developed eyes and an omnivorous mouth. 2 luminous, fleshy protrusions of unknown function on either side of the cranium. Autopsy revealed a number of hardened alloy plates surgically inserted just below the skin in various locations. Subdermal armor renders these creatures relatively hardy combatants despite the otherwise lightweight physiology. Wraiths earn their nickname by the cloaking abilities that make them rather difficult to hit. Chameleon skin can instantly change color to match the surroundings. Armor and weapons incorporate tiny optical projectors that allow them to mimic this behavior. The cloaking effect has limitations. It's unconvincing at short range, where the shimmer and visual imperfections are easily spotted. Inflicting damage reportedly also causes temporary disruptions to the camouflage, leaving the Wraith vulnerable to attack until further damage causes the system to reset. Nonetheless, Wraiths are skilled and versatile combatants with few weaknesses. We should treat them with the respect they deserve. I guess my question is can I research, like, cloaking technology? I guess I probably have to bring one back alive. Bring him back alive. So, I don't really feel like I need that. I do really feel like I need that. I also really feel like I need this. +5 starting soldier experience to all stats. What's Asia get us? Engineer wages. Soldier training rate is kind of better than starting stats. It's a more long-term thing, but Filthy Xenos mix her DNA with them. Witch Hunt does? Oh yeah, I could also save up for that elite engineer, but I don't have anybody in Europe right now, right? So I feel like I do need to hunker a little bit. I think let's get this. I'm gonna get that up because, you know, he will pay for itself. Assumably, I don't know how many days this campaign is meant to last, but the invasion's only just beginning. In 5 days. And I am gonna want this elite money as soon as it goes green. So, you know, we got to be a little flexible. Do I need... Yes, I do, but I need to wait for that. Laser guns. I feel like the precision laser is the way to go here. Right? Like, that sniper hits a lot. That makes sense to me. Chief Engineer giving you Chris Pratt vibes. Quantum teleportation. I've long believed that the extraterrestrials must be using some sort of faster than light FTL drive to visit our world. Analysis of the alien hyperdrive has confirmed my suspicions. I haven't yet identified the precise mechanism by which it functions. It seems linked to principles of quantum teleportation. Fanciful though it may sound, the hyperdrive apparently allows the vessel to instantly jump to a new location without needing to traverse the intervening space. That seems very convenient. Our enemies possess viable FTL technology, would explain about this invasion that's otherwise difficult to understand. Most notably, the fact that the cosmic distances are so vast that conducting interstellar warfare should be virtually impossible. Several factors affect the energy required for this process: the mass transported, the distance travel, and the stability of the quantum fields. Quantum anomalies observed after a successful jump have a destabilizing effect, making further FTL more difficult until they dissipated. We still appear to be missing a piece of the puzzle. My calculations suggest that the energy reserves aboard a destroyer would be insufficient to jump even 1 light year. For reference, the closest star system is 4 light years away. Almost as if they have some kind of mothership that this is all coming from. Gaining access to a hyperdrive system may provide an explanation and perhaps even identify the source of the invasion. Unfortunately, the device stubbornly refuses to respond to our signals. Interestingly, the lab equipment has recorded it establishing a communications channel with one of the electronic components within a recovered Mentarch corpse. But with the creature dead, no data was ultimately exchanged. I therefore suggest you try to capture a Mentarch alive. It's certainly plausible these bizarre creatures play some role in the alien hyperdrive system. Well, I've already done that. The data extracted from the captured Mentarch may allow us to finally identify the source of the alien invasion. Do I do this right away? Obviously, like, bump my monthly funding, also bump my plot, also, like, feels like I'm ahead of the curve, which allows me to make more laser guns. I think I am going to do that. Like, hull plating and heavy lasers is great, but without the money, I can't really do much. Ergo. Alright, we've made a sniper laser rifle. Uh-oh. Phase 2, the transmission. Our enemies announce their presence to the world. A simple message is broadcast across an incredulous planet. We are the Eternal Empire. We invite humanity to serve us. Those who surrender will be rewarded. Those who refuse will be destroyed. You have 3 days to decide. It's the only thing on every channel for hours. I don't think a single person on the planet hasn't seen it. Nice of them to give us time to get organized. One does not need to be a genius to realize the odds are stacked against us. Do you expect humanity to surrender? Not without a fight. People are scared, but they're defiant. We can use that. Show the public that victories are possible, and they'll support the war. If we can't, it's game over. They'll decide surrender's the only option. We'll need more support. Our resources are too limited to defeat the invasion alone. I'm already taking to the funding council. They've got influence and connections, and evidently we've spent years fighting the aliens. We'll have what we need soon enough. Doomsday averted. Objective updated. The Doomsday counter has been disabled. The alien transmission sent shockwaves across the planet, calming tensions between the world powers enough to remove the imminent threat of nuclear war. With fear and defiance leading even the most bitter enemies to consider collaboration, the Xenonauts attempt to organize a united resistance against the extraterrestrial invasion. Wait, so like... Oh, cool. So these guys now do panic. Oh, and very specifically, they do panic also in their area. Oh, sick. Okay. Well, that's going to be super handy. Aliens bring world peace. We need one of those. I'm often keeping aliens on my bingo. My 2026 bingo board. Aliens arriving is pretty high up there, so. Organization more broke than a college student. Yeah, it's been, it's because we keep making a lot of laser guns. Turning like 65, 75% of the world against the Xenonauts. You know, common enemy. That's the trick. So I guess this funding report will also be the beginning of the actual invasion. And 6 days, 6 hours. The Xenonaut Initiative. After 2 days of frantic negotiations, every major world power agrees to support a multinational organization focused on defending Earth. The Xenonaut Initiative is tasked with responding to alien incursions and gathering sufficient information about the invaders, devise a strategy to defeat them. Good news! Xenonaut Initiative has officially been formally recognized. Every major country signed the treaty. We're the tip of the spear, an elite multinational org that exists to gather the data the governments need to handle local alien incursions. We're free to operate anywhere in the world without restriction, which is going to make my life a lot easier. They also agreed to pardon us for any illicit activities we may or may not have been forced to carry out before the rest of the world woke up to the threat. Seem to recall assurances that our activities were entirely legal. I assumed you were smart enough to know that wasn't true. Anyway, Commander, you can begin expanding our operations. We're now receiving additional funding directly from governments, so our monthly budget has increased substantially. Seems foolish to have any limitations on our budget at all, given the circumstances. This is as cooperative as governments are going to get. They know they need us, but they don't want us getting too powerful. Expect to be kept on a tight leash. Seems short-sighted, of course, but we're in no position to argue. This is our best shot at saving the world. From now on, it's critical we keep our funding regions happy, protect them, and they'll increase our monthly budget. Fail, and they'll reduce funding or withdraw from the initiative entirely. Lose too many regions, they shut us down. The establishment of the Funding Council and formal recognition of the Xenonaut Initiative has significantly increased your monthly funding. You now need to manage panic levels in each funding regions. Regions with low panic will grant additional funding, whereas any region that reaches 100 will withdraw and surrender. Humanity will be defeated, and the Xenonaut Initiative terminated should too many regions surrender. UFO delegated. We've gathered sufficient data on scout UFOs to provide the world with detailed plans for clearing these alien vessels. As a reward, the Funding Council has increased our monthly funding by 200 points. 200,000. A cash bounty will be paid for each scout crash site left to local military forces. Completing the mission ourselves will cost operation points as we need to negotiate with local governments who are keen to acquire the alien materials and tech for themselves. Cool. The bounty collected automatically if the crash site times out. So like... Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, so, hey, what's my monthly funding like? And the answer is 2 million. All right, so North America and Soviet Russia are paying us a lot of extra money. And I don't know if that's because I have bases there or if they are just considered like the richer locations. But I shan't complain. This is good cash. This is also good cash we can do a lot with. I could afford this global panic guy here now too in North America. Asia's also got a cash guy, but I feel like cash is less important now. Like global panic at month start. Means everybody pays me more money. Time to build a base in Germany. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we got to be doing right now. First off is hiring some scientists. Who are cheaper than I thought they were. They're only 50,000 each to hire. I do feel like I need an extra soldier for the one that we lost. Is anybody here particularly really good? You have really bad reflexes, but good strength and accuracy. Like really high accuracy. What is reflexes bad for? Hit chance of melee weapons and when reaction fire occurs. Okay, so you'd be a sniper. But I'm also like, how many snipers do I need? You have really good time units and really good reflexes and pretty high accuracy as well. So you'd be a pretty good rifleman or shotgunner. I feel like that's the person I need to hire here. And Nick, you just pulled a rename as well, so why don't I give you him? Nick Blasta 2. You got a sick mustache this time around as well, so. Digging that stash, right? Nice. Okay, we're about to get this living quarter in 1 day, so then we can also buy another 7 scientists. Or 4 scientists. So let's make sure we keep 200 grand for that. I'm going to have you make a laser machine gun. I'm going to have you rebuild the Mars platform. I feel like let's skip the accelerated cannon and go straight for the laser cannon. Because we're doing like good on tech, and so I feel like we can do a little like jump piggyback. Now. Can I make another Angel Interceptor? Only if I build engineers here. I would need a workshop, which would need power and living quarters. Wow, you need a lot of stuff stacked up here, hey? All right, well, Millennium generator. Run those along the back wall. We'll do living quarter out that way. And a workshop there. What does the living quarter give me? 10 living capacity. I'm wondering whether or not, like, am I gonna need 2 functioning bases that I can fly out of? Like, should I be looking at preparing an extra gunship or something here? Wait, can they also do research? No, the research is combined. The engineering is individual. Ah, okay. So what I could do is I could fly my Angel over, and then I could just build another one there, actually. I don't mind having, like, multiple locations, though, so... 2 jets, not too bad. Double the guns, right? All right, let's not blow all our cash. 91 days, there's a waveform peak, so that's when, like, the invasion's going to be at its worst. There's our extra living quarters, which means science. Scientists. So now we make mucho researcho. That actually wasn't that much. Each scientist increases 5%. Baseline 100% speed is provided by your chief scientist, so your organization will still make slow research even if you fire all your scientists. We're not building anything. Obviously, there's a part of me that's like, do I / should I build a missile battery? I don't have enough training room for all my people. Ooh, training centers are 750,000. That is multiple dineros. Expanding my radar array is another good option here. This game made me reinstall the OG game and found a mod that made an excellent replay. Yeah. Wanted that little extra micromanagement Xenonauts lack. Can always play Terra Invicta to get that extra micromanagement. The force timers and missions and in-game. I want to go at your own pace. That's fair. I like that extra bit of heat. Put the pressure on. I think an extra radar dish is not the worst idea. Panic 44. So I guess it's hard to say whether or not that's going up or down at the moment. I suppose it depends on what happens. We have a very small and we have a big. %62 fuel. Yeah, you could catch that. I think. Actually, I don't think you can. Select new target, Soviet base. You gotta be joking me. Oh. Okay, so you can't rebase an aircraft. Relocate aircraft. You can rebase one, but you have to do it manually. I do feel like Soviet base is seeing a lot more guys right now, so... if I could do that, I think that's the way to do it. And then perhaps 500,000. And now I've spent too much money and I can't build another interceptor. in transit. 2 hours. Oh, this is not going to be great for world panic. That's for damn sure. $52, $55, $57. Oh yeah, so it's gone up over here for sure. 51, stuff's going on up there as well. Yeesh. Well, I really whiffed the timing on that. It's not 2 hours, it's like 2 days to transfer a ship. Now, I'm also going to be real. I don't know if I had any chance at, like, ever getting over there and stopping those anyway. Alien Origins. After carefully monitoring many hours of transmissions from the captured Mentark, I finally succeeded in gaining access to the hyperdrive. Nav data within came as quite a surprise. I've always struggled to understand how hyperdrive tech could possibly function across interstellar distances. The energy required increases with range, and jumping from even the closest star system, roughly 4 light years, would require unfathomable amounts of energy. The truth is simple. Our primitive minds fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of the hyperdrive. The alien foes are not using the device to traverse our universe. Instead, they remain in roughly the same physical location and jump across the multiverse. Explaining multidimensional travel is difficult as individual dimensions constantly shift positions and the expand or contract in line with the waveforms. Nevertheless, a great many dimensions appear far closer to us in terms of energy expenditure than Proxima Centauri. Our enemies thus also originate from Earth, but the Earth of a distant dimension that may greatly differ from ours. These Eternals seem to be interdimensional explorers, searching the multiverse for worlds where multicellular life has evolved. It appears only a handful of such dimensions exist out of many thousands recorded within the hyperdrive. I suspect the various alien species we have encountered were once the dominant life forms of their world, only to be conquered and enslaved by the Eternals. Each represents a different evolutionary path for Earth, had chance unfolded differently. At the center of the hyperdrive map sits the Eternal homeworld, the seat of their empire from which the invasion must originate. Although we currently know nothing of this distant planet, the discovery of its location could prove vital. Okay, a quantum array. Upgrades all of our radars into quantum arrays, which also intercept alien communication and unlock additional information about detected UFOs. Boy. More and more, I regret burning through all of my money so quickly. All right, let's get heavy lasers for our spaceships. You guys are going to save up for Skyhawk, which honestly, at the way funds are trickling in, it's probably not going to be until funding anyway, so... Oh, I don't have enough Lenium to make anything else here. I have 2 sentry guns, right? Yeah. Can I transfer them to... Oh yeah, transfer items. Wait, is there storage at Soviet base? Yeah, 25, okay. That way we at least have like a little bit of something going on over there. Oh. Cool. Because I picked up all these elites, I'm actually getting -1 panic for basically everywhere. The only place I really don't have anything going on is Europe, but I will have overlapping radar station on that, so that might not be that bad. Heavy laser weapons. Given the power of the laser is mostly constrained by the limitations of size and weight, it's rather unsurprising that a vehicle-mounted and aircraft-mounted laser weapons pack a far greater punch than infantry equivalents. Laser cannon demonstrates this clearly. It functions differently to our existing vehicle cannons. It fulfills a similar role. The laser bolt it produces is even more destructive than the high-caliber round it replaces and can blow many targets and most terrain apart with a single shot. Scale this design up and it poses credible threats to UFOs, and you have the Laser Lance. Nice. We're Warhammer Lancing now. This weapon can be fitted to our interceptors as a superior alternative to existing autocannons with a lower overall rate of fire but a longer range and considerably higher damage per shot. More deadly still are gargantuan lasers we could mount in our ground-to-air defense batteries. These enormous weapons would draw power directly from the base, allowing them to blast approaching UFOs with a bolt of energy sufficiently powerful to destroy many smaller craft outright. These weapons operate on the same fundamental principles as the smaller cousins, using a nanosect pulse laser beam to superheat the surface of the target until it vaporized. Excellent armor destruction, but poor armor pen. Yeehaw. Laser cannons and laser auto rifles for vehicles. Heavy damage on single targets. Okay. The laser lance for the spaceships. 25 Millennium. And the laser battery upgrade for defensive things. It's just going to cost $250,000. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to buy this because the 500K I need for the Angel is not going to come for a while. And we did just get a new Mars platform. And we'll pick up UFO hull plating. Ooh, yeah. Now that our scientists are also here, our research speed's up to 178%. So, cooking. 150. Do I save up for you? Get that +5 starting experience. Keep North America on lock. Oh, every supporter adds -1 panic. Not just the elites. Oh. Monthly upkeep costs. So he bases its generator. Scientists right now are costing us, yeah, pretty big money, but not the worst. God damn it, man. Stop sending UFOs to the other side of the world. Can't get anything done. UFOs are always where I am not prepared. Oh, that one I'm prepared for. Okay. Does the laser lance replace the accelerated cannon, or is the accelerated cannon still its own beast? We're gonna get this UFO at least. Didn't even try to hide that that scientist is Dr. Baltar from BSG. Destroyer. Finally, a good meal. Let's stay behind this guy, shall we? Perfect. No problem. Now. So I have to give them scouts, but I don't have to give them destroyers. I'll be honest, I'm desperate for a mission here, so... what do we have? Currently, I have 3 assault guys. Let's maybe not do that. I have 2 shields. Christy Marie and Chiu. Completion of a UFO craft site. You guys don't have UFOs. You don't have UFOs, so I'd like to keep all the U's. I have a shield, an assault, and a heavy. Who hasn't done a UFO crash site? That's a bit of the question. Shaker hasn't. Curie, hello. Welcome. Welcome on in. We're hunting UFOs. Hi. Hello. Thank you so much for coming on by. Beyondborn, Reza, Simplex, Cancely, Das Mich. Hi. Old Bull. Curie, welcome. We're rocking a little Xenonauts, a little XCOM. Missed your home raid? Not at all. Not at all. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Folks, if you don't know me, I'm AgentNumberOne. I'm a strategy and variety streamer. I play a lot of tactical squad-based games. So if you like this kind of stuff, boy, you're in the right place. We've recently just unlocked some laser weapons. The aliens have just begun their invasion. We're on the phase 2 part of the game. And we're prepping to go take on a ship we just downed. I think I'm going to take our sniper Libby along with this new laser sniper we just picked up as well. I want to test this bad boy out. Do I want to bring... This is a real good question. Do I want to bring... the Mars? Yes. Because we also just built a laser auto rifle. And that feels like it's going to slap. So we'll take that. Oh, cool. You can actually make that the primary weapon. Or put a rangefinder on this. So that it has better accuracy. Smoke launcher as well. I'm gonna give it the laser auto rifle, and we're gonna take the rocket launcher because it's really good for opening holes in spaceships. We'll put the steel plating on it. And then I don't know, what do we have? We have a heavy, we have a sniper, we have 2 assaults, a shield, a rifleman. Both of these guys have accelerated mag guns, so played it too. It's so good. It's been scratching all the right itchy bits in my brain. That is for darn sure. Very, very much been enjoying this. What's your actually? 41, 61. Let's give him the other old mag rifle there. You got that. I feel like we should probably take another shield. Probably Mac Attack. Because we can give him the other mag pistol. Do we have enough smoke grenades? That's the question. My favorite item in this game. Endless quantities of smoke grenades. You are big time overweight. Pourquoi? Can't handle like any of these grenades. Nick Blasted does not have a lot of strength. 41 strength. All right, well, we'll have to work that up, I guess. Yeah, we got lots of grenades. And we have the rocket pods. Let's go. Let's cook. Let's cook it, baby. We like big booms. Haven't seen the invasion yet. It's just it's things pick up and you go from like having to focus on doomsday clock to having to focus on global panic. So now it's like all of our areas have, you know, 55 out of 100 panic, 51 you see up top. And so your like specialists reduce panic and stuff instead. And if you fail to, you know, take out ships, you know, we have destroyers going around blowing stuff up, and that's causing panic in these areas. And all of our funding is tied to that. So let's go hunt down a destroyer. This is crash, so it can't take off. So we get to take our time on this mission, which is very nice. We can just slowly creep with that laser sniper. Now, did I set up my guys in the ship properly? Of course not. Am I surrounded on all sides? What are you? Ooh, you're like a crocodile. Yeah, something tells me you're not going to be a fun time. Butts. My shields are like in the back. You guys are shotguns and you are the heavy machine gun. Might be able to get you out a bit. Oh yeah, that car actually would probably do it. It's not a good shot, and I wouldn't say it's a bad shot either. And it's at least a bit of cover. 13-3 is pretty terrible. But it did just give his cover, so that's a perk. Oof, man, yeah, I don't love where these guys are set up right now. Our sniper can come out and take a nice suppression shot. I love that for us. Okay. Those guys you can't see. So I have a couple shield goons. And then I do have the Mars. 44s, 23s. I think I probably need to do this with you so that rifles can stand behind you. And then you guys both have shotguns, which is not doing much good for me right now. You're suppressed, so I'm not going to worry about you. First shot, aim shot. Oh, 66. If I do a 39, or I could do 2 normal shots. Let's do 2 normal shots. Whoo. New laser gun is business. Is giving them the business. Obviously, I'd love to knock this guy out and bring him home with me. There's nothing I love more than knocking out the bad guys. You have my stun gun. So, unless I want to clobber you with a clobbering stick, which, yeah, it is an option. Now, you can do that, or you can do a double snapshot 12, 22. Or you have grenades. I got maybe 50-50 chance of suppressing him. All right, I tell you what. Take an aim shot. Take a normal shot. Take a knee. I really dropped the ball there. Let's flash that. Okay. All right. All right. I also have this shield guy who I really haven't used for anything yet. 28, 24, 21. I could try for just like pistol whipping him. You know what? He's got the shield. I guess I should have taken the knee. It definitely did not go as well as I would have hoped. We also have this guy with the pistol, so... I got 2 shots at 15, or I could just hit him with a flash. Or a frag. Let's flash him. Lise. Snapshot. There's also that plan. Stand behind the guy with the shield. Or stand behind the rock. Well, you're in trouble, Shaker. Which seems to be your motto at this point in time. Maybe they'll go for that guy. Just a lot of friendly enemy activity. Oh, yeah. Oh, Shaker. Just absolutely mobbed. Oh. Oh. That's new. So these crocodile guys heal. Finally caught up to them, right? If sharks are meant to have lasers, I suppose crocodiles must have rocket launchers. That's the rules. I mean, it makes sense to me. I can't argue with that. Well, let's do this to start. Just really hoping that was going to blow up your cover. Let's do this to second. Okay. Now, that's an 80% chance to hit him with the stun baton. Furthermore, he technically will have a second move. Let's go! Civilian soldier has fallen unconscious. All right. Those are not very good shots. Damn, dude. Shaker got absolutely plugged. I think I'm just gonna blast this fool. Okay. Now we do have a med bay. Shaker might be avenged, but I'm gonna be honest. Shaker had incredibly bad stats. I'm not really too upset about that. There are things I could be upset about, and that is not really one of them. So, you're going to stay there on Overwatch. You're going to stay there on Overwatch. Maybe turn that way. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Bubba. You need 28 to take your shots. So we could move you here and you could overwatch. And then we have the Mars platform. Which needs 20 to take a shot. So we'll do that. Shaker dying for the greater good. Yep. Okay, somebody is making pew pew in that building. If you can get upgraded shields eventually. I mean, we have Warden armor. Wow. How did that shot happen? Ooh. Damn. Kill an enemy with an energy weapon. That guy like opened the door and did not trigger Bubba's Overwatch. So a bit of a problem. It's got one of these little spitter guys. Yeah, that's probably the safe move. Oh, you know what? I should have stun gunned it. Oh well. I'm gonna crouch. I'm gonna light that dude up. So Bubba is pretty wounded right now. Livy is also needs to reload. Can't take another shot. And you have someone over here. So I tell you what, we're gonna go 29 and we're gonna ambush. And you're gonna go like 10 and watch his flank. So he's dead, he's dead. We don't know where the actual dropship is. But I'm gonna guess right there. Based on the size of these buildings. Yeah, that feels like a pretty likely possibility. So this seems like the cover I'm gonna want the most. Let's be greedy. And get our dudes nice up and into position. Okay, well, I was trying to get cover there, but I guess not. See what this crocodile does. There's a lot of blood up there. I mean, like that's a farmer. That's an old Farmer John. Okay. Oh, the angles with the doors are not easy. This is full cover. But I'm gonna be honest, it's also like trash cover. But hey, if it works. So this is not the ship, which means the ship has to be up there. You need to reload. This guy needs to heal. So let's pop him over to Libby. Can't aim good. Shield heavy. Kind of bad in the way. A shield keeps alive, so it's a good sacrifice to make. And you got that heavy gun. So, can I get on top of this building? I can. Okay. Now we'll cook it with gasolina. You're gonna go that way. You're gonna go that way. You're gonna go look for this alien. Thought maybe we get a little surprise here. Oh, that I didn't know that if you moved into a door it closes. There's a human in here. Okay. Boy, it sure sounded like there was an alien in here too. So I'm just gonna stand here and maybe he's around the corner. Mac, you're a little bit on your own right now, which I don't like. Oh my god. Get out of there. It's gonna blow. Okay, so these crocodiles have the plasma cannons that the Mentarchs have, except they have them with burst fire, which is, how you say, horrifying? God damn, dude. Hello? Were you hiding behind that crate? Not after 3 rockets, you weren't. I'm gonna guess that big purple blob was him. Does that qualify as excessive force? That felt like it was the right amount of force. Watching Agent commit genocide versus low stat characters and kill Xenos. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna let you look around, but I am gonna let you crouch. I am gonna let this guy come up here too. Or at least partly come up here. Okay, so probably the rest of them are inside the ship. What feels nuts to me is, you know, this is like a wounded ship. So everybody that landed here is meant to be like pre-damaged. For... No need to do anything stupid here. Let's just stay put, actually. You have exactly enough for an aim shot, so... Okay, so everybody is in the ship, that means. Which is perfect. It means we can get everyone into position. Now... would this be better? I guess the problem here is I'm not really going to have... That roof is going to cut my angle pretty quick. Maybe not, though. All right. So we can have our sniper go there. I kind of just want to put my machine gunner right here. Big fear at the moment is that somebody just opens this door and goes hog wild. Because that has happened before. So I'm going to put at least one shotgun there. I'm probably going to try to do shields on both sides of the truck. And then ideally, yeah, if I could go machine gun, shotgun, shotgun. I could probably keep some like rifles here in the back. Leave the bars ready to party. In case of emergencies. And you're going that way. Okay. Don't open door. Don't open door. Don't open door. Nice. Okay. So one more turn getting everybody into position and we should be good. This guy goes here. Oh, dude, that's gonna be nice as ice. Oh, right. I was like, where's my other shotgun? Rip. I hear doors. Wow. That's a stubborn front of the ship. Who's in there? XCOM 3, hell yeah. Still no sign, eh? Well, I mean, I do also have demolition charges. There you are. I feel like we should have gotten a lot more Overwatch shots off there, but thankfully they're pretty inaccurate. And there is a Bentark. Okay. Aha, but he is in hiding. Okay, so you have a shot, but it goes through someone, which is kind of surprising. It also goes through the lip of this building. If you go there, you actually have less of a chance of landing it. Okay, so sorry. So that's through my shotgun. I think I'm gonna take this shot. Bit of a risk there, yeah, but still felt like the right choice. I'm gonna have you open up, because part of it was, can I also expose this guy? Now, he's suppressed, but he heals at at 16. I'm trying to do the smoke calculations to be like, if I throw a smoke grenade on him, he'll take 16 stun damage at the end of his turn, but will that be before the heal kicks in? Unfortunately, this guy is behind the computer, and I do think it means the computer's going to get hit a bit. I think you should probably just take one more shot at him. That's probably the right decision. How many smoke grenades do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't actually know if I have enough smoke to smoke him out. This shield's only got 7 left. But I think maybe that's okay. If anyone's going to take a shot, I feel like it should be you. Calice. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, that's not good. Who died? Just got Overwatch breach fired on the most absurd shot possible. Does this truck still have cover? Yes. Do I need to smoke grenade this now? I think that would be smart. Because he's got a better gun than I do. Oh, man. I can't believe they just domed him like that. Behind half cover on an Overwatch against another character, he got hit with Splash. Gonna take home a bag of ash for them to study at this rate. Yeah. I mean, we have captured one of these already, so I'm not too upsetty about it. Oh, you know what? That heavy guy didn't have Warden armor on either. So he only had 6 armor. Where is this line? There. Oy, oy, oy. All right, man. I'm gonna move them in a bit. I mean, that thing's worth a lot of money. The computer, unfortunately, is destroyed. I really did not expect another guy in there. Cover for the sniper, for the shotgun is just abysmal. You know, I don't mind this guy because he's got a rifle. So, like, he can at least shoot over people if he's standing up, which he should be. Oh, you can only shoot over them if you're directly behind them, I guess. Yeah. All right, well, if that's the case, we're breaching like this. I mean, that is out of range. But she still can technically make that shot from there, so. Oh, I didn't know there was a side path. Okay, I'm now massively suppressed. Excellent. Let's start with the shotgun. Get wrecked. Interesting. A side path, you say? I just spent 125 grand repairing this Mars. I don't intend to expend that again. You stay put with him. Oh god, no, sorry. You have to stay here because he needs cover fire. Okay. Enemy spotted. What do you want to do here, guys? He's behind computers. And y'all don't have a ton of shields left. Okay, he has to go in more if he wants that shot, so let's do that. Stop all the downloading. I'm a computer. Dude, I guess you might as well just drop to the knee for right now. You go here. And you go knee. Let's go. Woo. That was a mean one. These new reptile guys with their assault rifle plasma cannons. Not a big fan. Really digging the air combat, yeah. Yep. Wanted to do more with this version, but lacked time to implement. Well, it's still like the game is still in process, so. Bubba and Lieutenant Shaker. Still pretty fresh. Fresh-ish off the boat. Captain Livy, Distinguished Service Medal for completing 10 missions during their career. Well, look at that. We got 3 awards for braveries for taking on UFO crash sites. And Jareth also picked himself up a golden star. 6 alien plasma weapons. Yeah. 1 captured civilian, 4 civilian corpses, 38 alloys, 37 alenium, and a bunch of mantid corpses. I wouldn't say it's the best. Oh, cool. New things on the side here. We can also now request selenium and alloys in exchange for ops. Are you repaired? You're at 88%. You're in the Soviet base. UFO delegated. We've gathered sufficient data on destroyer UFOs to provide the world with detailed plans for clearing these vessels. As a reward, the Funding Council has increased our monthly funding. A cash bounty will now be paid for destroyer crash sites left to local military forces. Completing the missions will cost us ops, and we will need to negotiate. Sick. Okay, so I don't need to... I like that this event happens, because it kind of just says, like, you don't need to actually do destroyer missions anymore. Like, you've gotten all the stuff out of them you need. I guess. Seems to be the case. Victory, but at what cost? Pretty bad cost. Regeneration 50, bad eyesight. I disagree, considering they smoked 2 of my guys. They get melee claws and 40% energy resistance. Oh, so my laser guns don't work well against these dudes. Reptilian creature known as the Civilian is an imposing physical specimen standing roughly 2 meters tall and weighing almost 150. It appears to be warm-blooded, sharp claws, savage teeth, and implies a carnivorous diet and predatory origin. Majority of the body mass can be attributed to the unusually heavy skeleton and scaled hide, with the remainder consisting largely of raw muscle. Unsurprisingly, the hulking physique makes the creature rather difficult to kill in battle. Furthermore, rumors are circulating among your soldiers that the Civilian possesses some form of rapid regeneration. It appears a plausible claim, given almost 10% of their blood consists of coagulants and unspecialized stem cells. Cool. Although capturing a live specimen should allow us to verify the facts of this matter. No problem, I'm on it. Hey, you coming up? Okay. Despite its fearsome appearance, the subject possesses a well-developed brain that implies only slightly less intelligence than an average human, i.e. similar to one of our engineers. Sick burn, research department. However, these creatures are reportedly ponderous by nature and react slowly to unexpected situational changes. Thankfully, the remarkable physical attributes of a civilian are somewhat offset by their vision, which is superb at short distances, but rapidly indistinct as range increases, perhaps implying the natural habitat of these creatures is thick vegetation. They are best engaged at a distance beyond the reach of their deadly claws and where their marksmanship is compromised by their poor eyesight. Okay. An average Discord mod? Pretty much. Ooh, alien plasma weapons. Observation civilian. Obviously I want to get alien plasma weapons. But I also want to do observation civilian. We're also doing UFO hull plating. That one seems less important. We'll lose progress made towards its completion. No, okay, well, we'll keep doing it then. I need 16 civilian corpses. Only 3 more mantis corpses. What junk up in my trunk do I have? Plasma weapons. No, I still need those. Cleaner corpses. So we can pick up 82. That's still not enough. We need like 500 right now. Damn UFOs. Yeah, I guess picking this up so I get that regional bonus before I buy those new soldiers might be a good idea. This is a small UFO, but never mind. Man, I really need another interceptor. A potential supporter in North America has fallen under enemy control. Oh, are you for real, dude? That was the one I was working on. That sucks. 64 panic. Can't believe that. Yeah, return to base. I gotta get this other ship up. It's unbelievable. I moved all my stuff over here, and then it's like just constantly on this side now. Our new radar array's up, so we do have some better radars, and we can't upgrade the radars once we do the next funding cycle. I gotta just build a missile battery. Is option. Shaker the Gola, zombie shaker. This person didn't have a name. And Agatha Meyer. You know what? Agatha Meyer was really good, so why don't we make you zombie shaker? Now you have good stats. Now instead of being a really bad stat character, you're a really good stat character. Engage from distance, not with a shotgun. Not with a stun baton. Do not engage crocodiles with a stun baton. You maybe. I am for real thinking about this missile battery. How much total damage the defensive turrets at this base can inflict on UFO that attacks the base? If they inflict enough damage to destroy the UFO before it lands, no ground forces will disembark, no attack battle will be required. Even if the turrets are unable to destroy the UFO, the damage they inflict may kill some of the attackers before the mission begins. Defense strength is a range, and the actual damage inflicted could be anywhere between the minimum and maximum values. Okay, so they only attack on defense. They don't attack like anything that comes into range. You have training and engineers coming in. Sorry, living quarters and engineers. So I can also store a couple of soldiers here, which is going to be a good idea. Return to base. Well, at least maybe I'm scaring them off a little bit. UFO hull plating. Combat data suggests that armored extraterrestrial craft demonstrate an impressive layer of resistance to conventional air-to-air weapons. Lab analysis of the hull plating reveals how this is achieved. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the primary factor is the specific composition of alien alloys used to construct the armor. Addition of various trace elements appears to have collectively increased the durability of the plating by over 50% relative to unadulterated samples. Information is immensely valuable to our own war effort. There are almost an unimaginable number of alloy permutations, and it would take many decades for us to identify the optimal mixture through experimentation alone. Thankfully, our enemies have done the work for us. Microscopic analysis of the chemical structure of the plating reveals molecules are compressed together in incredibly tight lattices like diamonds. When formed into plates of armor, these alloys are so strong that conventional munitions glance off rather than penetrate. We could reproduce this effect by quenching the tempering the substance under extremely high pressure, creating alloy samples with far greater performance than any we have previously fabricated. Should allow for construction of a new generation of protective equipment. Ooh. Ooh. Assault shield upgrade, alloy vehicle armor, alloy plating. Dragonfly dropship. Allows transporting additional soldiers to combat missions. Improved interceptors or better armor. Oh no, I want all of these things. If possible, can you change the nationality of your character to West Germany for roleplay reasons? I'll allow it. Okay, look, I am going to do this observation because it's only 2 days, and when you do observations, not only does your training get better, you do extra damage, but also it tends to unlock other tech. This would be worth doing for sure. That's not a bad idea. Nor is that. Assault shield upgrade for sure, though. Because our assault shields are getting ripped up on the reg. No, sorry, Gio, you're Ukrainian. Can only change the names. On the bright side, being Ukrainian is super badass nowadays. Slash always, I guess. Ooh. Our organization has located the Cleaner headquarters. Gives us an opportunity to destroy the base and eliminate their leaders, putting a permanent end to Cleaner operations. Our hardened military facility buried deep beneath the volcanic rock of Iceland. Constructed by the U.S. to serve as a clandestine nuclear silo, it was hurriedly abandoned in 1962, which the locals realized the true purpose. It's unclear when the base was reactivated, but divisions have found no reports of activity in that area at all. Either they're somehow operating completely undetected, or reports are so highly classified that our contacts cannot access them. The facility is located in the middle of a frozen wasteland, requires large delivery of fuels, which is impossible to hide. We have absolutely no idea what might be waiting for us inside. Real possibility that Western and Soviet governments are colluding to suppress information about its existence simply deepens the mystery. We have no choice but to proceed. Conduct the assault as soon as possible. Well, that seems like a good idea. All hostile units are eliminated. All Xenonauts are eliminated. How many people do we have? Pretty much everyone is in good shape here. We could take our best people. Maybe it would be like you guys. 2 assaults, 2 shields, a sniper, a heavy, 1 rifleman. Yeah, sorry, Nick. I'm going to take this other character, I think. Because she has literally 15 more accuracy. Cleaner HQ. I'm going to say flashbangs. You have the right armor. I don't know if a sniper is the right choice, but I'm going to allow it. And instead of giving you a sidearm, I'm giving you a medikit. Okay. -1 TU? I think that's okay. I'd rather them both have medkits that they could use in case of emergencies. I'm sorry. Did my laser machine gun get destroyed? No, okay, it's just hiding. I got really panicked there for a moment. It's like, what, are you kidding me? I do feel like maybe I could put you in heavy armor. The only problem is it does drop your accuracy by like 7 points, which is a lot. Haven't made it far enough in your own campaign, but I think the cleaner base is intended to be done with a larger dropship, so you have sufficient personnel. No time limit for attempting it. Depends more on the difficulty we play on. Well, I mean, yeah, I could wait, but I could also just go right in. You know, I could wait till we have like more advanced shields or something, but everybody has advanced weaponry. Even the Mars does. So, yeah, YOLO, exactly. 2 assaults, 2 shields, sniper heavy rifle. I like it. I got lots of grenades. If you want to prolong the story punishing you. Well, it's gonna... The story's gonna punish me anyway, right? Do I want the shotgun guys on the sides? No, probably not. I guess I'll put rifle and sniper on the side. Storyline pushing you. Right, right. Well, it's not gonna like speed up the invasion, right? If anything, it'll just give me like a higher... It'll if I can get it early, then I'll get a bigger advantage and snowball more. At least that would be my belief, so. Okay. These guys are queued up. So much Mona fan service today. Yeah, she's really happy that I'm back. We're gonna launch that dropship. We're gonna make our way there. And we're gonna crack into this mission first thing tomorrow morning. Because it feels like the perfect place to leave a cliffhanger. And this, you know, this is all the time we have for today. So we're gonna do just exactly that. And we're gonna hit this tomorrow. So you have to come back and join us then. Until next time, bye-bye.